We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
180.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
In motion, the tight end. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
In punt formation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 30-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Garrison. He'll check this one down to Scatterby. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory. Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And he powers his way past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Young. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Delgado. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right
no gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Got a man. That's Lmac. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now Young. Working in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard. They will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7. Eagles nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Now 2nd and 5. Now Hurts changing up the play. Now they'll shift things around. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on 3rd down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Young here, you can see changing the play. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Big-time play on 3rd and short.
Showed a little toughness there, didn't he? Because there's not a single offensive game plan that doesn't involve saying, let's keep running at the corners and see if they'll tackle all game long. He proved that he had the ability and the willingness to get that done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That's good.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Second and 10. Back to throw here. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Young. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
1st down, Eagles.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 11 yards for number 11.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 37.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Barkley will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Barkley again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7.
Panthers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The ball on the 32. It's second and 2. Now Young going to move him around. To throw is Young. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, Young loses it. It is picked up by the Eagles. He may go. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Panthers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Young now from the 50. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Get him, get him. See the ball, see the ball, see the ball.
Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. County, All-State, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 50 yards. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterby. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Over the middle, complete. That's Delgado. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action. Young. That one complete to the gap. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. Young, he's going to change it up.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action, Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw, Young. They'll get this complete to Sanders, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of
52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Motion, motion, motion.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready? This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much for them to come, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's good for the Panthers. 1st down.
Young will set to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll throw again. Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Young to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Panthers 21.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.